want to hop on here and talk about something that I never really spoke out about and I kind of never spoke about because it just brings back so many memories that I kind of wish I didn't know about and wish I could get rid of them, but it's something that I should speak about and I want to speak about on my YouTube. If you are new here, my name's Nicole Miser, and I kind of want to speak about something that still in my past and all that. So, when I was going to Pleasant View, I lost my friend Bryn back going into 4th grade. Bryn moved somewhere far away to where I didn't know where she moved to. I didn't even know she moved. She just randomly left and moved. And then in 5th grade, I didn't know Bryn in 5th grade, and I didn't remember her until my neighbor Corinne told me and introduced me and Bryn. So me and Bryn were friends back in Maisie Gable. We are still friends to this day, and I'm so lucky to have her as a friend. So back in Maisie Gable, Bryn had to move. She didn't have a way out of not moving. Bryn moved somewhere out to Felton. I was still living where I'm at now. I've been living in this house for now 15 years now, from technically my whole life. I haven't moved since. So, I haven't moved at all once. I don't know what moving's like, because I never had to move in my life. But, when I, was going to Pleasant View, I actually went to Pleasant View. I got into Pleasant View. I went there for 2 years, and then I went to the Red Lions Junior High School. When Bryn came back in 5th grade, she was looking for me. She didn't stop looking for me. She just kept looking around trying to find me, but she thought she lost me forever. She thought she lost hope in not finding me. Until one day, going into 7th grade, my neighbor Corinne introduced me and Bryn again, and that's when we were like, didn't you go to Maisie Gable? And I said, yeah. She was like, is your name Nicole Miser? I'm like, yes. I'm like, is your name Bryn Krebs? And she goes, yes. I'm like, you're my long-lost best friend. We're like, we're long-lost best friends. Like, we've been best friends for how long? Like, me and Bryn are super close friends. Like, a lot of people think me and her are sisters, but really we're not. We're just very close friends. And me and Bryn are still hanging out to this day. There's nothing wrong, but me and Bryn was searching for me back in 5th grade. She never stopped giving up on finding me. One day, Bryn came down with my neighbor, and my neighbor was like, this is Bryn, this is Nicole, and we looked at each other like, these names sound so familiar, and that's when we said our last names and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're my long-lost best friend, and all this and that, and then that's when we decided, you know what? We were so happy. We have so many memories. Like, even talking about this is just making me so happy, because in August, in the first day of summer, when we're out of school, is when is going to be me and Bryn's 3 years of finding each other again. And if Bryn wasn't in my life, I would still be in a toxic friend group. And have friends to hang out with. I would be just stuck in my home being mopey and not really do anything. But Bryn changed that, and I'm so glad to call Bryn my friend. Like, talking about this brings so many emotions because I really thought I lost her. But nope. God knew that me and Bryn were meant to find each other. He is like, you know what, we're getting these two best friends back together. They need to. I've separated them for too long, so it's time to bring them and reunite them. A lot of people don't reunite with their best friends. Some people, once their friends don't move back. A lot of people lose their friends to moving and is far away, and they never come back, and they move on to life forgetting about them. God knew me and Bryn were meant to be friends and stay friends and not forget each other. But Bryn's here and so happy. I wouldn't even know what I would do if Bryn moved again, because she moved once and she was close to moving again to New York. They found a house up there that looked very nice, and her parents were thinking about there, but Bryn was like, no, and she started crying. If I lost Bryn again, it would have been, I wouldn't be able to see her at all. Like, I wouldn't be even able to, like, go up and visit her or anything. I'd be home crying in every day. Like, I lost a lot of people that I'm close to moving. I lost my brother to moving. I already lost my dad to probably suicide. And this is something that I did not open up about. I kept it to myself for like only some people know about it, but I didn't really open up and talk about it. But my dad has a history of trying to commit suicide, and he has been missing now for a month, and nobody has seen or heard